Hi friends, welcome to Docker series. I'm going to discuss today the Docker volume real-time use case. In previous section I explained about what is volume, what is the drawback of the container. Okay, let me quickly start my Ubuntu machine. Just I'm doing inside my Ubuntu. Okay, the use case is volumes are basically used for data persistence. Right, I will take one example of MySQL database. I will create my MySQL database inside the container. I will map to my host operating system. Okay, if you destroy the container, even though the database will be you persisted, so same will map to different container. We'll see this use case. Once you are good at, then you can understand how to use your Docker volumes. Okay, next, before going to that, first, what is the first step I need to do? MySQL you need to pull. Okay, so just quickly go to the website. Just I already logged in. If you click on the explore, as of now we use some Ubuntu versions like Ubuntu, CentOS, Debian, like that, right? Then we'll start about the databases. The right side we have a categories. Click on database, and if you click here, check your MySQL database. See here, this is my MySQL database. If you click here, how to pull MySQL, so this is the way I need to pull my SQL database. Copy, just go and pull your image. So it will be pulled. In the meanwhile we'll discuss about few things. Okay, if I use just MySQL, I will get the latest. Okay, if you want to get this part, just you can mention your MySQL database version. Next, whatever image you are using, everything in Docker documentation it will be available. Just you need to read that concept, just you can figure it out what is what. Okay, if you want to start your MySQL database, you need to run, this is the command. If you see here, docker run, this is my name, some name I given, -e MySQL root password and MySQL tag. Here -e is nothing but environment variables. If you install your MySQL database, just you are providing some environment like MySQL path, or you want to give like, so in the runtime while running, if you want to give your environment variables, just you can you can give in this way. Not only MySQL root password, if you want to configure some other environments also, if you see, these are the environment variables. When you start the MySQL image, you can adjust the configuration of the MySQL instance by passing one or more environment variables. Okay, and none of the variables below will have any effect if you start the container. That means this is root password, this is a database, username, password, empty. So this is all the environment variables. Okay, we'll go up and just read the point. Some hyphen MySQL is the name you suggest you want to assign your container. That means that name is anything. If you you can give, if you don't give also, it will generate one name, it will give, and this is your password. All right, and anything is there, that's it. Okay, next, connecting to MySQL from MySQL command line client. If you see here, this is the network related. Okay, there is no volume concept here, I will explain that one. Okay, where is here, anywhere is there, just will I'm going. If you want to, you started a container, if you want to go inside the container, you need to use exec. This is already covered as part of the Docker container, you know, this part also. Okay, and yeah, if you see here, using custom MySQL configuration file, if you see here, they're using volumes concept. See here, -v, this is your host operating system database. He is providing some configuration file. So if you read this documentation, you will understand most of the things. What I will do, I will use this one with volume concept. Okay, just quickly check my here. Okay, my image is pulled. If you want to check Docker images, nothing is there, just your MySQL database is there. Just I'm clearing my screen. Okay, just I'm opening another terminal. Okay, first, where is my current path? This is the my current path. Here what I will do, I will create my MySQL volume. I will create one instead of MySQL underscore mount. I am giving this is my database. Sorry, this is my folder. I need to mount to MySQL database. Okay, now you create. If you see ls, this is your directory. Just you need to map this one. If you want to check MySQL underscore mount, this is my current working directory. Either you can use in this way, either you can use like this also. Okay, why? Because tilde mark is nothing but your home directory. This is also correct only. Okay, now just let me quickly start. Docker, you can use docker container run. Okay, just you can provide, see, this is the name. You can give the name whatever you want, just you can give the name. Okay, what I will do, I will give some Hulk underscore MySQL. I given this is my database name. Okay, and here he is providing environment variables. Just go and copy. Okay, just I will change my password to, just I'm giving as admin. Just I'm providing as admin. Okay, default MySQL username is root. Password whatever you want you can give. Okay, now what I will do, I will map to my host operating system. How to create a volume? -v. First argument is which one? Host operating system database, right? Tilde mark, I can give MySQL underscore mount. This is my mounting point. Okay, after that you need to use colon, and here you need to provide the volume inside a container. If you install the MySQL manually in your Ubuntu, it will create one by default folder where lib and MySQL. We will mount the same that folder to here. Okay, if you don't know why I'm using that folder, if you go here documentation, this is the Docker file, right? Just I'm click my Docker file volume, where it is there. If you see, go down, whenever if you install the MySQL in the Ubuntu, this is the folder. It will install all your database related things. Okay, just quickly go my the Ubuntu, just I'm copy paste, just removing the v, just sorry, my mouse is not working. Okay, now my mounting point is which one? MySQL underscore mount, and varlib MySQL I want to run in the background mode, and which machine you want to use? MySQL. Okay, just now you are running the container. Your container name is Hulk underscore MySQL. This is your password. Now click enter. So it is running in the background. If you want to check how it is, docker ps. See, previously I created, so this is my container is running now. Okay, where is my container name? Hulk underscore MySQL. This is my database. One more also I have. What I will do, I will remove that container, docker container rm. Just I'm removing this one more container. Will create after that. Okay, you cannot remove the running container. Just what I will do, I will use my forcefully I will remove this one. Okay, now right now which one? Docker ps. Give me a minute, laptop charging, let me keep. Okay, now my container is running. Right, so how I want to go inside my container? Docker exec -it in interactive mode. You need to give your container id. Either you can do container id, either you can use your container name also. Okay, MySQL, you want to run the bash terminal. Now you are inside the container. If you do the pwd, current working directory is root. So if you do the ls command, see these are all the predefined directories. So what I will do now, I will log into my database. MySQL -u means your username. By default username is admin, okay, sorry, default username is root, and you need to provide the password. -p means password, just give the admin. See, it's very easy. Within one command you are able to install the MySQL. You can work whatever you want. Now what I will do, show databases. It will show all the databases in your system. Okay, now I want to create my one database. Create, this is the syntax, create database. I will give one Java Express, okay, semicolon. Now your database is created. Again, if you see use show databases, it will show your database. Inside this database I will create one table, then I will exit my container. Okay, then what will happen, we'll see. So first I want to use my database Java Express. Inside my database I need to create one table. Okay, which table I want to create? Just employee table I want to create. What I will do, just clearing my screen to know. Okay, okay, CLS, sorry, okay, this is not using. Okay, I will create one database. Create table employee ID. I want to give my ID int data type not null. Okay, I'm giving as not null condition, comma, I want to give the name. The name will be a varchar, some 100 characters are given. Just I'm creating simple employee table. Okay, if you fetch the record, select star from employee. Okay, you there is no data as of now. What I will do, I will insert my data. Insert into employee values. I want to insert one comma, which value, some any name you can give. Just I'm giving just Bhaskar. Okay, now your employee table is created. Now go and fetch your details. Okay, so I created one container. Inside my container now I have a MySQL database. In database I created one database, that is Java Express. Now I am using my database, so I created one table. So this whole data you are running on one container, right? Now if I exit, what will happen? My container will be destroyed. If my container is destroyed, still my folder will be there. What I will do, I will create one more container to cross verify your database is exist or not. Through volumes we are doing, this is the concept. Okay, what I will do, I will do the exit now. If you do the docker ps, okay, I run in the detached mode, right? So what I will do, manually I will go and stop my container. Docker container stop. Okay, this is my database. Okay, now your container is stopping now. So if you see docker ps-a, if you give, it will give you which one, Hulk underscore, right? Here I will remove my container also. So I stopped my container and I am removing my container also. MySQL, my container itself is deleted, so there is no way my container can't get back. Still if you see here ls command, I have a MySQL underscore mount, I have a folder. If you see, if you do the ls command, all data is exist here. So what I will do, I will create one more container. I will show you whether are you able to access or not. Okay, sorry, my container is closed. Okay, you are in which folder? cd mount, ls command, cd MySQL underscore mount. Your data is exist, so I will create one more container. Okay, I can do history will be there. Yeah, here I have in history. So what I will do, this time I will give MySQL 1 I am giving. Okay, now just run your terminal. Now it is running in the background. Okay, so docker ps. This time I'm running different container. Just I'm logging docker exec -it, and where is your container name? This is your container name. Okay, I'm giving as a naming only instead of container id mysql1. This is my container. I'm running in the bash. Now go and log in and check whether your database is exist or not. Root -p admin. I'm given passwords. Now you are inside your terminal, inside your Ubuntu machine, I mean MySQL machine. Okay, if you say show databases, show databases, still previous container I created an Java Express table, right? So still that is the database. Just go and check whether my table is exist or not. Just go and check, select star from employee. See, still your data is exist. So this is one of the use case of the volumes. We'll see some more use cases on the Docker volumes. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and click on bell icon to get more updates. Thank you guys.